choosing the right operating system can be tricky. Windows, macOS, and Linux each have their strengths and weaknesses. So which one is the best for you? Let's find out. First up, Windows. Windows is the most popular OS, known for its compatibility, gaming support, and business applications. If you're a gamer, Windows is the best choice, thanks to its massive game library and DirectX support. It's also great for professionals who rely on Microsoft Office and other productivity tools. However, it can be resource-heavy, and security concerns like malware are more common compared to macOS and Linux. Next, macOS. Apple's operating system is loved for its sleek design, stability, and seamless integration with Apple devices. If you're a creative professional working with video editing, music production, or graphic design, macOS is a top choice. It's optimized for software like Final Cut Pro and Logic Pro. Plus, macOS is known for its security and smooth performance. The downside? It only runs on Apple hardware, which can be expensive. Finally, we have Linux. Linux is the go-to OS for developers, cybersecurity experts, and tech enthusiasts. It's open source, meaning it's free and highly customizable. If you value privacy and control over your system, Linux is the way to go. Plus, it's lightweight, making it great for older hardware. However, Linux has a steep learning curve, and many popular software applications, including Adobe products and Microsoft Office, aren't natively supported. So, which OS is best for you? If you need compatibility in gaming, go for Windows. If you're a creative professional, macOS is a great choice. And if you love customization and open source freedom, Linux is the way to go. Which OS do you use? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tech content. See you in the next one. Looking for a free alternative to Windows or macOS? There are some amazing free operating systems out there that offer great performance, security, and customization. Today, I'll show you the top 5 free operating systems you should try. Number 5. Ubuntu. One of the most beginner-friendly Linux distributions, Ubuntu is perfect for those new to Linux. It offers a clean user interface, strong security, and a massive software library. Plus, it's great for both personal and professional use. At number 4, Fedora. If you're a developer or someone who loves the latest software updates, Fedora is a fantastic choice. It's backed by Red Hat, making it a powerful and cutting-edge Linux distribution, perfect for programmers and tech enthusiasts. Number 3, Linux Mint. If you're coming from Windows, Linux Mint is an excellent option. It has a familiar interface, is lightweight, and runs smoothly even on older computers. Plus, it's highly customizable. Coming in at number 2, Manjaro. This Arch-based OS is known for its balance between power and usability. It's great for gaming, creative work, and daily use. And the best part? It offers easy installation and automatic driver support. And finally, at number 1, Pop! OS. Built by System 76, this OS is optimized for performance, gaming, and productivity. With a sleek design, excellent hardware support, and built-in tiling window management, it's one of the best free operating systems you can try today. So, which free OS are you excited to try? Let me know in the comments. Are you making the most of your PC? Whether you're a student, professional, or casual user, having the right software can make a huge difference. In this video, I'll show you that every PC user needs, from security to productivity and entertainment. Let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome to your go-to channel for tech tips and tutorials. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to, so you never miss an update. Alright, let's dive in. Your PC needs protection from viruses, malware, and cyber threats. The best options include built-in and free, for extra security, for deep scanning and malware removal. Keep your antivirus updated to stay protected from new threats. The default browser isn't always the best. Upgrade to an option like best for speed and extensions, privacy-focused, great for Windows users. Use browser extensions like and for a better experience. Whether you're working or studying, these tools are essential. The gold standard, a free alternative to Microsoft Office. Best for online collaboration. Used to improve your writing quality. Keep your files organized and backed up with these tools. For compressing and extracting files. For cloud backup. Enable to prevent data loss. Enjoy movies, music, and creativity with these must-have apps. Supports all video formats. For music streaming. For photo editing. Try for free professional-level video editing. Keep your PC fast and clutter-free with cleans up junk files, monitors system hardware, for checking temperatures and performance. Run regularly to maintain speed. And that's it. These are the every PC user should have. Which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to for more tech tips. See you in the next video. Did you know you can run multiple operating systems on a single computer? That's the power of virtualization. Whether you want to test software, run Linux inside Windows, or create a safe environment for experiments, virtual machines make it possible. In this video, I'll explain what virtualization is, how virtual machines work, and why you should use them. Let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome to Computer Minds, your go-to channel for tech insights. If you love tech content, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more awesome videos. Virtualization is a technology that allows you to create multiple virtual environments on a single physical computer. Instead of needing separate hardware for different operating systems, you can run them all on one machine using a virtual machine or VM. For example, you can run Windows, Linux, and macOS on the same computer without needing multiple devices. A virtual machine or VM is a software-based simulation of a physical computer. It runs inside your actual OS, acting like a separate system with its own CPU, RAM, storage, and operating system. Key components of a VM include the host OS, which is the main operating system running on your computer, the guest OS, which is the virtual operating system running inside the VM, and the hypervisor software that manages virtual machines. Examples of hypervisors include VMware, VirtualBox, or Hyper-V. A hypervisor creates and manages virtual machines by allocating a portion of your computer's resources to each VM. It tricks the guest OS into thinking it's running on real hardware, even though it's just software. Popular hypervisors include VirtualBox, which is free and great for beginners, VMware Workstation, which has advanced features for professionals, and Microsoft Hyper-V, which is built into Windows Pro and Enterprise. So why use virtual machines? You can run multiple OS on one computer, test software safely, analyze malware securely, and develop apps in different environments. But there are some downsides. VMs can have performance issues since they share resources with the host OS. Running multiple VMs requires a powerful CPU and plenty of RAM, and most VMs struggle with high-performance gaming due to limited GPU access. If you're a developer, IT professional, or just love experimenting with different OS, virtualization is a game changer. It's an excellent way to run multiple systems safely and efficiently. Have you ever used a virtual machine? Let me know in the comments. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more tech content. See you in the next video. Want to use Windows and Linux on the same computer? Dual booting lets you switch between operating systems easily, giving you the best of both worlds. In this video, I'll show you how to safely set up a dual boot system step by step. Let's get started. Hey everyone! Welcome to Computer Minds, your go-to channel for tech tutorials. If you love tech content, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more awesome videos. Dual booting allows you to install and use two operating systems on the same computer. When you start your PC, you'll get an option to choose which OS to boot into, Windows or Linux. Run Windows for gaming and software compatibility. Use Linux for security, coding, and customization. No need for virtual machines, each OS runs at full performance. Before starting, make sure you have a Windows-installed PC, preferably with UEFI firmware, a USB drive, 8 GB or more for Linux installation, the Linux ISO file with Ubuntu, Linux Mint, or Fedora recommended, Rufus or Balena Etcher to create a bootable USB. Back up your data. Always a good practice before making major changes. Disable Fast Startup. Go to Control Panel, then Power Options. Choose what the power buttons do, and uncheck Turn on Fast Startup. Shrink Windows partition, open Disk Management, select your primary drive, usually C, and shrink it to free up at least 25 GB or more for Linux. Download Rufus and open it. Select your USB drive and choose the Linux ISO. Set partition scheme to GPT for UEFI or MBR for BIOS. Click Start and wait for the process to complete. Restart your PC and boot into the USB drive. Press F12, F2, Del, or ESC to enter the boot menu. Select Try Linux to test it before installing. Click Install Linux and choose Install alongside Windows. Allocate space for Linux and proceed with the installation. Set up your username and password, then wait for the installation to finish. After installation, Linux will install Grub, a boot manager that lets you choose between Windows and Linux at startup. If you don't see the boot menu, restart your PC, enter BIOS, UEFI settings, and disable Secure Boot. Restart your PC and check if you can select between Windows and Linux at startup. Install drivers and updates in Linux. Customize your Linux environment with essential apps. Great for developers, students, and power users who need both Windows and Linux. Not ideal if you have limited storage or need a dedicated game. Want to use Windows and Linux on the same computer? Dual booting lets you switch between operating systems easily, giving you the best of both worlds. In this video, I'll show you how to safely set up a dual boot system step by step. Let's get started. Hey everyone! Welcome to Computer Minds, your go-to channel for tech tutorials. If you love tech content, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more awesome videos. Dual booting allows you to install and use two operating systems on the same computer. When you start your PC, you'll get an option to choose which OS to boot into, Windows or Linux. Run Windows for gaming and software compatibility. Use Linux for security, coding, and customization. No need for virtual machines. Each OS runs at full performance. Before starting, make sure you have a Windows-installed PC, preferably with UEFI firmware, a USB drive, 8 GB or more for Linux installation, the Linux ISO file with Ubuntu, Linux Mint, or Fedora recommended, Rufus or Balena Etcher to create a bootable USB. Back up your data. Always a good practice before making major changes. Disable Fast Startup. Go to Control Panel, then Power Options. Choose what the power buttons do, and uncheck Turn on Fast Startup. Shrink Windows partition, open Disk Management, select your primary drive, usually C, and shrink it to free up at least 25 GB or more for Linux. Download Rufus and open it. Select your USB drive and choose the Linux ISO. Set partition scheme to GPT for UEFI or MBR for BIOS. Click Start and wait for the process to complete. Restart your PC and boot into the USB drive. Press F12, F2, Del, or ESC to enter the boot menu. Select Try Linux to test it before installing. Click Install Linux and choose Install alongside Windows. Allocate space for Linux and proceed with the installation. Set up your username and password, then wait for the installation to finish. After installation, Linux will install Grub, a boot manager that lets you choose between Windows and Linux at startup. If you don't see the boot menu, restart your PC, enter BIOS, UEFI settings, and disable Secure Boot. Restart your PC and check if you can select between Windows and Linux at startup. Install drivers and updates in Linux. Customize your Linux environment with essential apps. Great for developers, students, and power users who need both Windows and Linux. Not ideal if you have limited storage or need a
Have you ever wondered why so many programmers prefer Linux over Windows or macOS? Well, in this video, we'll explore the key reasons why Linux is the go-to choice for developers worldwide. First and foremost, Linux is free and open source. Unlike Windows or macOS, which require a license, Linux is completely free to download, install, and modify. This open-source nature gives developers full control over their operating system, allowing them to customize it as per their needs. Another major reason is the powerful command line interface, CLI. Linux terminals offer advanced scripting capabilities, making automation and system management much easier. Many programming and DevOps tasks are faster and more efficient in Linux compared to graphical user interfaces. Linux is known for its stability and performance. Unlike Windows, which slows down over time due to unnecessary background processes, Linux remains lightweight and efficient. This makes it ideal for software development, especially for running servers and resource-intensive applications. Linux supports a wide range of programming languages natively. Whether you're coding in Python, C, Java, or even web development with Node.js, Linux provides seamless support. Plus, package managers like apt and yum make installing software and dependencies super easy. Security is another major advantage. Linux is far less vulnerable to viruses and malware compared to Windows. Its permission-based system prevents unauthorized programs from making harmful changes, making it a safer choice for developers. Most servers and cloud platforms run on Linux. If you're into web development, cloud computing, or DevOps, learning Linux is a must. Popular cloud services like AWS, Google Cloud, and Microsoft Azure heavily rely on Linux-based systems. One of the biggest strengths of Linux is its community support. Whether you're stuck with an error or looking for new tools, the Linux community is always there to help. With thousands of contributors worldwide, you'll never feel lost. So, to recap, Linux is popular among programmers because of its open-source nature, powerful CLI, stability, security, development-friendly environment, and strong community support. If you haven't tried Linux yet, now is the perfect time to explore it. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Computer Minds for more tech videos. See you in the next one. Are you planning to install Windows 10 or 11 on your PC? Whether you're upgrading, fixing an issue, or doing a fresh install, this step-by-step guide will make the process easy for you. I'll cover everything, from creating a bootable USB to installing Windows properly. So, stay tuned till the end, and let's get started. Before we start, let's make sure you have everything ready. A USB flash drive, at least 8 GB, preferably 16 GB. A working PC with an internet connection to download Windows. Make sure to back up your important files because this process will erase everything on your PC. Check if your PC meets Windows 11 system requirements, TPM 2.0, Secure Boot enabled. Alright, once you have everything, let's create the bootable USB. Now, we'll create a bootable USB drive using Microsoft's official tool. Download the Media Creation tool from Microsoft's website, Windows 10, Windows 11. Open the tool and select Create Installation Media, USB Flash Drive, DVD, or ISO file, and click Next. Choose your language, edition, and architecture. 64-bit is recommended. Insert your USB drive, select it, and click Next. The tool will download Windows and create a bootable USB. This process may take 15 to 30 minutes depending on your internet speed. Now, we need to boot the PC from the USB drive. Follow these steps. Insert the bootable USB into the PC. Restart the PC and press the BIOS key, F2, F12, DEL, or ESC, depending on your motherboard/brand. In BIOS, go to the boot menu and set the USB drive as the first boot option. Save the changes and exit BIOS. Your PC will now boot from the USB drive. If your PC doesn't boot from USB, try changing boot mode from UEFI to Legacy or enabling Secure Boot in BIOS. Now, let's install Windows step by step. Select Language, Time, and Keyboard Layout, then click Next. Click Install Now. If prompted, enter your Windows product key, or click I don't have a product key, you can activate later. Select Custom, Install Windows Only, Advanced. Choose a partition to install Windows. If you're doing a clean install, delete all partitions and select Unallocated Space to proceed. If you want to keep existing files, choose the partition where Windows is currently installed. Click Next, and the installation will begin. Your PC will restart several times. Don't turn it off during the process. Once the installation is complete, your PC will restart, and you'll see the Windows setup screen. Select your country and keyboard layout. Connect to Wi-Fi, or skip for now. Sign in with a Microsoft account, or create a local account. Choose privacy settings, disable unnecessary tracking if preferred. Windows will finalize the setup, and you'll reach the desktop. Great! Windows is now installed. Here are a few things you should do next. Install drivers, go to Device Manager and update missing drivers. Run Windows Update, install the latest security patches. Install essential software, browser, antivirus, and productivity tools. Check activation, go to Settings, Update and Security Activation. If you face any issues, drop a comment below, and I'll help you out. And that's how you install Windows 10 or 11 from a USB. If this video helped, please hit the like button, subscribe to Computer Minds, and turn on notifications for more tech tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.